Hey everybody, welcome back to Gideon Stuff. Today's video is, I don't know, it doesn't have a plan for it. Today's December 28th. Well, today isn't, but by the time you see this video, it'll be December 28th. And that's the 1-year anniversary of this channel. And I don't know, that's kind of special to me. I want to do a little bit of a video kind of commemorating that. Yeah, I've done a lot of these face cam videos in the past few weeks, which is really weird because it was not my intention to do very many of these videos when I first started this channel. In fact, I wasn't ever going to reveal my face, but then while I was filming the review of the QSP Hawk, I accidentally, I was doing my cutting footage, and I accidentally backed away from the camera and revealed my face. I was like, you know what, screw it. I don't care if people see my face. So we went with that. Speaking of videos in December has been a busy month for me. I think I've put out videos every day except Sundays this month, which is a lot for me. I really did try and push more videos out. I filmed a lot of unboxings that I didn't put out until December, because of the whole Christmas theme and whatever. I want to feel, I want December to be kind of special. But beginning of 2022, we're going to go back to my regular schedule, which is reviews on Fridays, discussion videos on Saturdays, and then Wednesdays, I have unboxings, comedy sketches, random stuff. But yeah. So, 1 year of doing this channel on YouTube. It's been wild, honestly. It's been fun. I started this channel at the end of 2020 to deal with 2020. I think a lot of people started channels for that reason. And I actually started it here. Right now I'm sitting in what we call ranch headquarters here at the family ranch. And this is an old house that, really interesting story actually. Part of the house over there that has the kitchen and dining room type area, there used to be an old train station back in the 1800s. And then my great grandfather and I think his dad, they added on rooms to this house for a while. When I was a teenager, my family and I, we lived in here for a little bit. And it's a small house. That was crazy. My parents slept out here. I slept in this little, closet area. And that went on for about 3 years. That was fun. But this is where I started my channel. I filmed my very first videos in here because, when my family moved out, we got the different house, moved out. This became ranch headquarters again. This is, when we're moving cows and stuff, everyone comes here and we hang out, have a meal. But it's also my dad's office. He's a veterinarian, and so I was back from college that winter, 2020, and I came out here to film a video, and yeah, so I figured it'd be fitting to film this video here. The very first video I ever filmed on I ever uploaded on this channel was a review of the Syncut Scepter. And so yeah, I have it here with me. Obviously, this is a knife I can never get rid of because of all the sentimental value. It's a good knife. I like it. I used it a lot early on in this year and stuff. Used it a whole lot. And it's still good. I don't carry as much anymore, but it's never going away because it's the first knife I ever reviewed. And I've done a lot of mods to it, actually. You can't really tell, but I dyed well, you might be able to tell this part. I dyed the scales dark blue. They used to be brown micarta. I put a mirror edge on it. I'm not sure if... Come on, camera. My camera doesn't like reflective things. And then the biggest mod I did, the one that probably can't tell, is this was the very first knife that I successfully modded a detent for. Yeah, that fires now. Such a nice crisp detent. I mean, yeah, that's a D10. But yeah, that was the very first knife I ever reviewed. And I watched the review a little bit ago for this knife, and I was very, very pleased to say, wow, I've gotten better. You know, no, I can still do that. Yeah, improvement over the early days of the channel. And that's good, you know, everyone seeks for improvement. I look like a mess today. I'm filming this after it's been a windy day, busy day, been out doing chores and stuff, have some free time, threw on a comfy hoodie and came here, but I can tell that I'm all, I look tired. But yeah, definitely have improved a lot. I started the channel as kind of an escape, I guess. I've always been into filmography, I guess, making videos. When I was a teenager, I would make and I'd film comedy sketches. Austin and I, we do a lot of comedy sketches. We'd film them. And, you know, as I got older, you lose the time to do that kind of stuff. And especially when I went off to college, you know, I just wasn't filming any content like that anymore. But I still wanted to do videos. I like making videos. It's fun for me. And like I said, guys, no script for this video. It's going to be all over the place. Don't know how much of this I'll have to edit out. Maybe none. We'll see. But 2020 was kind of rough for me. And it was rough for everyone. I know that. It was rough for everyone. But for me, I really needed something to distract me from everything, I guess. So, gosh, where was I? When the coronavirus pandemic struck, I was a college student, and I was sent home. And for me, that was kind of strange, you know, having to move back in with my folks during the school year and everything. Another thing it did was set me behind quite a bit. Everything was moved online, virtual, and I mean, my folks, they live out in the middle of nowhere on a cattle ranch. We did not have very good internet all the time. And I struggled in a lot of my classes. In fact, I failed a bunch just because I couldn't do them because of the internet. And that was rough. That was really, really rough. And I started feeling bad because in high school, I had always been a smart cookie. I'd always been that kid. You know, straight A's. I graduated at the top of my class. I've always been used to excelling, I guess. And I just wasn't. And it was hard on me. It was hard for me to see. And, you know, I'm stubborn, so I didn't, you know, drop out of college or anything. But it became increasingly difficult to keep doing it. And especially when I wasn't performing to the measures that I thought I should be. And I found Knife YouTube when I was a freshman in college, watching channels like Nick Shabazz and Metal Complex and Slicey Dicey. And that got me into the knife community, or into the knife hobby, I should say. And then what really made me start wanting to do videos was actually Stasa 23 and Metal Complex. Because I remember watching a Stasa 23 video, and he's talking about knife therapy. And I was thinking, you know what? Yeah, that's cool. You know, I love knives. I've always loved knives. And they're fun to have as a hobby, but, you know, I'm kind of looking for a little bit of that knife therapy type stuff. And I want to start making content. And then Metal Complex, of course. You watch a Metal Complex video, and he's just so happy and excited about knives. It's infectious. And, you know, I guess I wanted some of that. So I started this channel. I went out and I bought a Simcut Scepter, because this was a new knife at the time. It came out at the very end of 2020. And I was like, gotta get the new knife, gotta review it. Yeah. And from there, it just kind of took off. And I was just making videos for fun. And ironically, life got more hectic and it got harder. And you know, I'm not a very open person. In fact, you can ask my girlfriend. It drives her nuts. But it got to the point where I remember I went back down to college for a new semester and stuff, obviously. And I had a city apartment. And I went down there, and school was still mostly online. I had one in-person lab, but you know, there was no like real social life. And I've never been someone who's been like, you know, I love to party and I love going out and with people and, you know, having people at my house for big occasions. But I did feel very lonely. And around this time was when I really fell into a depression, a real bad depression. And I'm also not someone who likes to ask for help. I don't think a lot of people really like to ask for help. And so I didn't handle it in a very good way. But what did help was the knife community. Not the knife hobby, the knife community. And I started making some friends. And again, I've never really been someone who's like gone to the internet to find a sense of belonging, to find my group, to find my, you know, friends. But I made some really good friends that are still friends to this day. I have to say thank you to people like Sharpen Blade. Him and I have become really good friends through the past year, and it's been really awesome. He also has a YouTube channel you should definitely check out. We recently started a Facebook group called the Civivi Backlash Club over our shared burnout of Civivi. So, I mean, I know Facebook, but if you want to check that out, it's a growing community. We'd love to have you. But, you know, it was great talking to him, and, you know, I have this knife because of him. He won this from Mild-Mannered EDC's giveaway and had it sent my way. And the unboxing for this will be coming out tomorrow after you see this video, so you can hear the full story there. But, you know, it was really good to have people to talk to. And 1 Minute Knife Review. That's another good friend of mine we talked to. We both shared interest in knives and rocks. I'm going to school studying geology right now to be a paleontologist. Long story there. But, you know, I started interacting with people, and I found a sense of community there that kind of helped me to, you know, just stay cheerful. And I can honestly say that, you know, I've interacted with a lot of people in the community. I'm not a big channel. I'm a nobody, even in knife YouTube land. But the interactions I've had with everybody have all been positive. I know not everyone's had positive interactions with everybody, but I mean, I've had interactions with makers and designers, companies, bigger content creators, and all of them have been good. Like, the people in this community are just good. And it means a lot. It really does. And I found great value in meeting people and talking to people who share interests with me. You know, shared interests are what people bond over. They really are. And I have a lot of interests. Obviously, I'm very interested in geology, paleontology. Look at me, the nerd that I am. I love Star Wars. And, you know, I love being outdoors. I love ranching and stuff, and I love knives. But of all these different hobbies that I have, I've never found a community like the knife community, where you can just really jump right in and have people welcome you. I remember Metal Complex, watching some of his videos, and he put out his community post for knives that he was looking for. And one of the knives was the Kershaw Emerson CQC11. I was like, huh, I have that knife, and here it is right here. And I was like, you know what? Maybe he'd like to take a look at it. So I reached out to him, and he said, yeah, send it on over. So I sent it along with some other stuff. And, I think at that point, that was one of the things that for me kind of opened my eyes to, oh, wow, people in this community just love sharing and helping each other out, and they just, very open and nice people, really nice people. And so, obviously start interacting a lot more, talking to more people, just really kind of putting myself out there. And I really started to enjoy it as an escape from everything else. And so, I have an Instagram, I have this channel. I was doing this as a hobby on the side. I have a lot of other hobbies. I like to draw, for example. But, I was finding that making videos was fun for me because I could take a knife, and I love using knives. I could use it, review it, and then just make a video talking about what I think. And that was really cool, especially seeing, if you're watching this video, if you're one of my subscribers, thank you. I think I'm sitting at like 410 subscribers right now, last time I checked. Or 408. 408, I think. That's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. I did not think 400 people would want to watch me talk about knives. But they do. And it means a lot. So thank you guys. It's good. It's great to have you here. And, yeah. I think everyone needs an escape. I don't talk about my personal life a whole lot on this channel, but life gets overwhelming. In the last few months, had a lot go down. I've been struggling with my mental health, my depression, lost some family members, lost the family dog, actually. A dog that we had since I was a kid. It was an old dog, but got ran over by the UPS man. Son of a bitch. We told him not to drive that fast, but whatever. Ugh. Anyways, so that was rough. And my mom was in the hospital for a little bit. I'm not going to go into that. The events that put her there, though, were traumatic, I guess, is the right way to say that. And more recently, a younger cousin of mine who's really close to me was killed. And, things like this go on in your life, and sometimes it's good for me to just sit down and scroll through Instagram looking at knives, honestly. And besides that, even happy occasions. There's been a lot of happy occasions over the past little bit. Austin, my best friend, he got married to, and his wife was one of my friends from high school. So, that was a great deal. And one of my younger sisters, she started her first year of college, which again was awesome. My girlfriend had the opportunity to go across the country and play sports for a different college. And I guess that one was kind of bittersweet, because she was moving away, but, it was a happy occasion because that's something she's always wanted to do. That's something I have to support her in. And sometimes, these happy occasions, as well as the bad things, they pile up, and it becomes too much. It becomes just a lot. And so for me, when I'm feeling overwhelmed by everything, I pick up a pocket knife, I go cut some stuff, and I make a video about it. And that's been great. You know, I used to do a lot of reading to relax myself. But recently I found that I just can't read that much. I mean, I can obviously still read, kind of. But I get anxious, you know, if I'm not doing something, I get anxious. And so making knife videos is relaxing because it's fun, but I'm also doing something. You know, I'm using my knives, I'm working with them, and then I'm making a video about it. I write up some scripts, I take notes, and it's great for taking me out of what's going on in my life at the time and let me slow down and breathe and just enjoy a hobby. And that is something that is so important. You know, I'm not sure. I might edit out a lot of this. Like I said, I'm not a very open person. I don't know, you know, exactly why I'm sitting here talking about all this. It's probably going to be a long video, but, you know, I think it's important to just, I don't know, I guess, you know, talk about why this channel exists. Because everything needs a purpose, right? Everything needs a point. Everything needs a reason to exist. And so these are the reasons that, you know, this channel exists. To keep me sane, honestly. I guess what I'm trying to say, the whole point of this video, is that knives are cool. Knives are freaking awesome. But what keeps this channel going is the community. And the community is huge. You know, every one of you subscribers is part of this community that keeps me going. The friends I've made are part of this community that keeps me going. I mean, everyone that I talk to keeps me going. And, you know, I still love watching knife videos. I've heard some creators say, well, after I became a creator, I stopped watching knife YouTube. I still watch knife YouTube because it's fun for me. It's really, really fun for me. I love watching Metal Complex and Nick Shabazz and Lefty EDC and Neves Knives and Stasa23 and Sharpen Blade. And there are just so many channels out there that are so good. I can't even name them all here. But the community is just so fantastic. And if anyone watching this, if you made it this far into the video, if you've ever been curious about starting a YouTube channel, but you don't know if, you can make it or something, I mean, just do it for fun. That's what I'm doing it for, just for fun. And be yourself, honestly. Some people might not like you, but other people will. And that's just how life works, Some people, I know a lot of people in my personal life who do not like me one little bit. And I don't like them either. But some people do like me. And obviously, 408 people like me enough to subscribe to my channel. But there's always room for more. Everyone has something different to bring to the table. I mean, me, what do I bring to the table? I've said this before in other videos. I think I have a pretty unique take on the knife world. During the school year, I live in the city. I go to college. So I get to carry like the nice little friendly EDC knives. And then in the summer times, I work on a cattle ranch. I'm out in the mountains. I'm doing all kinds of stuff. And I get to review big, hard-use, beastly knives. And I get to test them hard. I get to do all kinds of abusive stuff to them. And I think that's kind of my niche. That and hating on Civivi a little bit. I don't hate on Civivi, guys. It just, if you're a fan of the channel, you know my view on Civivi. But it's a great community. It really is. And I said this earlier. I know that people have had issues with other people in the community, but I haven't. And every interaction I've had with people has just been fantastic. And that's really, really been what's keeping me going. And, you know, obviously, there's other things in my life that I enjoy, but outside of knife hobby, I love geology, paleontology. I enjoy rock hounding. I enjoy spending time with my family and my girlfriend. But again, it's nice to have the knife community where I can just kind of, you know, sit down in an armchair, open my phone, and look at some awesome knives. And presented by some awesome people. And for me, it comes down to slowing life down. I'll say this. My life is rarely slow. I'll tell a story right now. The end of this past semester was hectic. I already mentioned Austin got married. And I have a pickup truck. And him and his new wife want me to go to Colorado Springs and help them move into their new apartment. I was like, okay, well, you know, I've got finals coming up. So Thursday, I finished my finals. And Saturday, I went out with a geology group. We went out in the field looking at some brecciated limestone, some barite deposits, spent a few hours there, collected some samples, found some really, really cool stuff. Loaded up my truck, packed in some stuff from my apartment because, you know, it's getting close to holidays. Drove 6 hours that night to my parents' house, unloaded my stuff, slept for like 4 hours, got up the next morning, went to Austin's mom's house, loaded up some stuff that she wanted me to take to him, and then I drove to Colorado Springs. Stayed there, unloaded a little bit, came back, and the day I got back to visit my family for the holidays, the day I got back, there was this huge winter storm that knocked out power for 5 days. I mean, when it rains, it pours, buddy. Life can get hectic. And it's nice to have something to slow down. And I'm going to end the video here. This has gone on long enough. All I'm saying is, I've been here for a year. I'm not going away anytime soon. Thank you to everyone who watches. It's been a blast. This is a hobby for me. This is relaxing. And I don't think it's ever going to get old because the community is such a great place. And yeah, so thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you. And I've been Gideon. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I guess I'll say this now. I wasn't going to say this, but we'll say this. I am doing a giveaway at 500 subscribers to give back to you guys because I appreciate it. So we're almost there. Subscribe. We'll be doing a giveaway. And we'll be doing another one at 1,000. So tell your friends, tell your family. Let's get in on this. But, yeah. Thank you for watching. And adios.